Just a quick one today, as it's ostensibly my day off. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is the October 18th edition of our Go Practice Daily series. I hope you're having a great day today. This is just going to be a quick video today. This is effectively my day off, recorded on Monday, so that often is. And so the exercise we're going to get into in this one is a revisit of our 5-bar tonguing exercise that we were working on the other week. This one is actually taken, I recorded this during my personal practice session. Just ran the camera while I was practicing today. And didn't practice for a very long time, but this is from that. So when I practice this personally, and I'm not dealing with it necessarily for a video, then the tempo I'm going at is 120 beats a minute. It's the same rhythmic pattern we were dealing with when we were working on this the other week. So it's a bar of eighth notes, bar of eighth note triplets, bar of 16th notes, 1 bar hold, 1 bar rest. That's our 5 bars. And the sequence of notes is the same. Part 1 is from C chromatically down to low F sharp. So here's part 1 of the exercise, 120 beats a minute. We're off to a reasonably good start there with part 1. Since this is likely to be a question that I'll see in the comments later, yes, even at 120 beats a minute, I am single tonguing on these things. This is my kind of benchmark tempo for when I'm feeling like my technique is generally reasonably in good shape. So I try to build up to being able to single tongue these things at 120. That's what I'm working with. I can probably go a little faster than that, but this is where I felt like I was probably safe for a video. Let's move on to part 2 of this. Once again, the rhythmic pattern is going to be the same. I'm now going to start on low C and go chromatically upwards. As we were dealing with before with this, I'll keep the long setting as far as I can, and then when I break it, I'll take a short break, probably about 20 seconds, and then jump back in and continue from where I left off. Let's see how I do. Okay, improvement. I already made it past the high C. So now after this short break, let's start again from the high C sharp. I think the effects of my practicing this for a couple of weeks straight now are fairly obvious, and I'm now able to maintain that long setting. It's partly the fact that I'm going at a slightly quicker tempo, but also the fact that I've just been practicing it every day. And so my setting, my corner strength, my support, and the amount of pressure I feel like I need to put on my lips to maintain all of that stuff while I'm playing through that very long setting, that's started to build up now. So I'm feeling stronger about that, feeling better about it. So I hope you've found similar results. I know that I've seen a couple of comments from folks that say that you have, so that's great. And so I was able to get all the way up to the C sharp, high C sharp, before it started to kind of break down on me, and then continued from there and made it up to the F sharp, which more or less came out clean for the entire pattern. But then the G didn't want to speak at all. It's a long thing by that point. If I was to take a more protracted break and then start in that upper octave, I would probably be able to get beyond the G, maybe even up to the double C. But that's something for a different version of the exercise. So that's not something I'm dealing with here. But I feel like I got some good work in there. So that was great. And so as a cool down, we're going to move on to part 3, which is the same rhythmic pattern. Once again, as a long setting, but we're going to go from low C back down to low F sharp. So let's do that. There's part 3, and that's set the world back to rights for me. Chops feel good now. So that's been nice to practice these. It was a good reminder for me to get this back in my daily routine over the past couple of weeks, and I'm feeling a lot stronger as a result of it. And I've been seeing the results on the bandstand as well. My chops feel much more together by the end of long gigs. The high notes are there just as strongly at the end of a few sets as they are at the beginning, and so overall that's pleasing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed hanging in with me today. This was just a quick one, and I know the tempo will be too fast for some of you, and so it's not a play along necessarily, but I wanted just to kind of shine a light on what I do when I'm actually practicing, rather than just preparing something for a video. I hope it was helpful and interesting. Anyway, that's what I have for you in this one. If you've enjoyed this video and playing along with me, then please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll be back with another one tomorrow, and until then, thanks very much for watching, and go practice.